Hi there, welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. This is the Path of the Damned playthrough of
What is it?
Pillars of Eternity for the Renegades of Punk. We have adopted the Grieving Mother for now and are talking with her.
Your
In order
mind
to
comes bearing
maybe-
questions, Watcher.
Maybe solve her quest. Let your mind speak for you, I shall listen. Pass the words. So let's talk about the birthing bell more. Already explored a lot about the birthing bell and we need to find out more. So this will be more of a story oriented episode. I'm also going to read out the dialogue as I usually do, so if you're just listening, then that's okay as well. There's not that much to see anyways in a dialogue. So can you tell me about the birthing bell?
The birthing bell. It is where I could draw new souls into the world. I recall some of the memory of it through what you have seen, but not all.
And we have discussed almost everything, so let's go back and go for... I heard the name Watcher in your thoughts when you remembered the birthing bell. Why?
It is because I once believed I was one, and others believed I was one.
It's a slow chill, and for a moment it seems as if she's going to fade from your vision, as if she can't bear to be seen. Why did you believe you were a Watcher? The world has many corners, and in some corners the name Watcher is more known. It is an easier title than others, and at times it is easier to wear. Placing a title upon what is unknown can dispel the fear of it. And I did not fight it. I even believed it true, though I knew little of the ways of Watchers. It even granted me strength. I was able to see the thoughts of others, shape them, and help guide souls. Watcher seemed enough, and the name seemed to matter little in the light of one's acts. Do you know anything about Watchers? I feel that they were once marked, hated. Such hate feels dimmed now, I can feel it. Other hatreds have risen for other titles. But they burned bright in the past. Now hates have shifted focus, and they may fall on the same again, either you or me. There's another name for someone with your abilities. I see the word cipher in your mind, and I see its meaning. Although I did not train in such things, and the title feels more of a cloak the world casts on me and judges me for. It is curious how a title such as that can define one, and at times be the source of such emotion that comes from no one. The voices of others. It is a curse of the world. Let me ask you something else. If I have answers, I'll share them. How is it no one can see
Their
you?
eyes see me, but their minds will not remember past the call.
Call?
My face is like the call of a newborn, hiding the face beneath. And for my body, I am able to wrap myself as a mother cradling her child. I am here, as you see me, but to them, their eyes see only the cloak that I wear, a peasant mother, dirty, shabby, not worth knowing. As a Watcher, you see more than others. To the eyes of most, I am as unseen as the spirits you share memories with.
How are you able to affect minds? I divert the flow of their senses down a different path, to a place easily forgotten. It is not unwelcome when one does not desire the presence of others. The surface of their minds register figure, but the memory slips away. They see a woman, but there is no desire for conversation. No desire for any questions, and I have none to ask. Alright, let's discuss something different. I wanted to know more about you.
And I you. In asking, we reveal ourselves to each other.
Why are you called the Grieving Mother? The air seems to go still for a moment, and time stretches, as it did before when the two of you first met. There's a wash of uncertainty from her mind, slowly shaping into questions that swirl and do not coalesce. She does not move, she seems paralyzed, as if you have just wrapped her in a cold blanket.
That is a question for you, not I. That is not my name, although if you wish to hang the title on me, I cannot stop you. Is that what you see when your eyes fall upon me?
So, I named you. As a watcher, you may see what I do not, or your mind shapes the thoughts I project into a new meaning. There's truth in that title, but it is not all I am. So what do you grieve, then? You must have felt it, seen it. It has as many names as the pain it has caused. As the words take shape, they seem to tumble from her, and the wave is great, rushing into your mind. To your surprise, you feel as if you've been touched by the wire whack again, and behind it, cutting through the torrent like a knife, are the thoughts of the grieving mother. There is a wound cut across the belly of the world, a jagged knife that has stripped the stems from men and carved furrows across the wombs of women. There's much I have forgotten, but I can feel the wound all around me. It will not let me rest, not let me be. The children have gone silent, yet their voices may be heard again. Are you speaking of the Hollowbone? We need to restore them to life. We have promised it to a god, to Hylia. The word, there is a slowness of thoughts, as if the word is being weighed, accepted. It doesn't feel natural to her, you can sense it, was once unknown to me. As was much of what unfolded in the outside world. And the curse came upon us. I thought it a smaller thing, a thing of communities and hearths. Her thoughts seemed to stumble, as if on weak legs. It was only when I walked did I feel stretching out around me in all the cracks of the world. Children have been cursed. I do not think it was something they caused, nor something deserved. That which is inside them has been torn away. I do not know how, but this wound must be stitched closed. The world bleeds forth from between a woman's legs. If this blood is not stemmed, the world will die and grow quiet. Oh, that is a metaphor that could have been used otherwise. But still, do you know its cause? There is a desperation, a welling fear. You can almost feel her thoughts shivering. And you realize she's as lost as you are on the matter. And then a sudden sharp clarity. I shall know it through you. Your eyes will track the course, find the path, and I will be beside you. There is no wound that cannot be healed, and if you are truly a watcher, then this wound may be seen for what it is. You saw me where I hid. Whoever's hands have stilled the world, you shall see them too. What do we answer to that? If there's no way to heal it, what then? What if sealing the wound causes more damage? Ooh. No, but if there's no way to heal it, what then? I will be there, and you will do what must be done. You were given your sight so that you may watch the world, and you will tend it. The children shall have their voice again. If your will is weak, then I shall strengthen it. Lean upon me. You feel a weight in her words, as if her hands are on your shoulders. You feel the questions in your mind lose their edge and become merely words. As I lean upon you, you shall be my eyes, as I shall be your hands when the time comes. Well, what do you think of Durwood and the Empire? Those titles are markings on a map and channel people's minds in violent directions. Such things are a threadbare blanket cast over the world where men and women seek more importance than simply being. And how do you see the world then? The world is a field of souls tilled by Berath's wheel. The thought of cultures and territories do not concern me. The sowing and harvest of the field does. Berath's wheel has slowed, perhaps stopped altogether. Whatever worlds, titles, laws and blades not devoted to carving away the harm or healing that wound holds little importance for me. There's something else I should know about you. Probably not.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
So we have talked all about her, so let's exchange her again for someone else.
Our paths shall part.
Maybe... yeah, maybe let's go for Vikastine again. see where we'll go next.
I'm here.
Let's have a look at the journal. What quests or tasks do we have? The Blade of the Endless Paths is still there. The Blade of the Endless Paths is what I call it. The Master below. We would need to descend further, which is, I think, a little bit too hard. Still, we have Time and Tide. Find Gabranos or the tablet. I think that is still a bit away. So we cannot go with Kana to the paths. We have the Siege of Crackhold. I think that is already part of the Wide March, I'm not sure. We could travel there and investigate the conflict. We have Dream and Memory. Yeah, the Grieving Mother's Past. And nay, a place known as the Birthing Bell. So yeah, I mean... We could continue this quest, but I don't know how, so we're leaving it for now. We have a Servant of Death. And we would probably... Yeah, we have already not done this, so... we have spared the life of High Oved Arona. We don't want to do this, so there's... I think only two things to do. We could descend further into the Endless Paths. Or we could go to Crackhold and investigate the conflict. And what we should do is probably go down further into Ordnua.
Well?
So we must steel ourselves and try to do it. Whatever it is. Or, on the other hand, we could go to the Warden's Lodge and see about these quests. Because there are a lot of quests there as well. To be gained. Hunting quests. Head-hunting quests. We shall see what we have there. Oh, look at the Goldpack Knight. He's dancing. Let's go to the Warden's Lodge and see what we can find out about the next quests. This is more of a lore episode anyway, so let's see what we can find out here about our next possible opponents. We have gained match already in equipment since we have last been to Ordnua, so we might proceed there as well. But now, let's find out what we can do. You hear about the bounties? Yeah, too, but there's some fruit here. Can we take that? Yeah, we can take it.
Huh? What is it?
Warden Fergan, what
How
bounties
do you do?
you have? This grizzled old man takes a puff from his pipe and nods at you. Was wondering when you'd be dropping by. Kids around here have been hit with more than their share of trouble of late. I'm up to my ear in bounty offers. Figured at least one of these might interest someone with your skills. And what are the most recent bounties? Now, I ought to warn you, there's a reason these bounties are still on offer. These are tough bastards, every one of them. If you're not up to it now, feel free to come back around when you're better prepared. In the meantime, here's a good batch to start us off. And there's the standing bounty on Sly Shurdle's head, of course. Then there's the forest lurker haunting the trade routes, and this ogre shaman should fetch a good price. And up last is a war chief Iklak. I'm going with normal RPG logic here. And we'll see. I think that one might be the easiest. I want to know about Sly Curdle. This bounty comes all the way from New Eomar. Sly Curdle and some of his accomplices have escaped the prison there and killed 2 justiciars on the way out. The guards are itching after revenge. A man matching his description was seen near Magrant's Fork. He's well armed, and he'll have his friends with him too. I think we should do that. Sly Curdle. Kill Sly Curdle and take his head. And do you have
Well
something
met,
else
friend.
you can... No. Alrighty then. And I think we could rest here as well. How long is our bonus still going is the question. Because we want a good bonus before we are up against Sly Curdle. Woodland Trails resting bonus. Yeah, let's camp. Yeah, go for that bonus again. I think that's the best bonus. All in all.
Of
8 hours
course.
passed, and I think it was Magrant's Fork. So let's go to Magrant's Fork. Also, Sly Curdle, I'll prepare a bit. I mean, still have some
What is it?
time. I think he's Kith, of course, as he's a man. So let's go for our Kith-slaying weapons here. Vessel-slaying weapons, what do you have here? Spirit. We should probably go, just in case there's a ranger with them, we should go for Kith and beast-slaying. Which means we should go for this thing, and then the beast slayers here. That should be good. And then let's see. Adonan, what should he gain? We have a vessel slaying weapon, a spirit slaying weapon. I should probably go for Sheathed in Autumn. Or Kith slaying weapon. And it has even +1 enemies engaged. Pretty good. Let's take that. Then we have Wickestein. Currently has a vessel slaying weapon equipped. We'll go for Raven Wing. Kith slaying. And we still have that good armor here. Should see if we can enchant it. Could give it like something like Resolve or something. Wickestein has Arrow Breaker. Now that's a good armor. But it's not as good as the other one. Not as good as he carries many scars. Herbal's protective skin, yeah. We could give him more of dexterity. Let's see. I mean, she has perception on Arrow Breaker. We could go for more perception on the armor. No, we should really go... Yeah, we should really give Kivava, I think, a heavy armor. We should enchant it with dexterity, of course. Let's see. Well, here's the Sanguine Plate. That's a really good. So he carries many scars. Will be also a good choice. And we can add some stuff in. We would have it proved. I mean, Slash is probably the most common against Kith. So we're going for Slash proved. Also easily to enchant. And we have attribute bonuses. So we would like to have a dexterity bonus here again. Very costly, of course. But that's all of them, as you see here. So let's go for the dexterity bonus. So Kavawa's problem is now a little bit diminished. He's effectively also a little bit of a tank. Let's see if we can make something happen with the other protections here. Scales of the Ravenhair with her is pretty good. Rundle's Finery, of course, is pretty good. And we have Blade Golan. I mean, Quarrel gets attacked pretty often, so we should probably give him a better armor. Medium armor of Resolve wouldn't be bad. Blade Golan is pretty good because of the stun and knockdown duration reduced. With Herbal's protective skin though. Which is also a pretty good thing. Damage reduction to Pierce. It's better. But really, we should give him some kind of bonus. We have Perception here, Intellect here, Resolve here. Probably a Constitution bonus. So maybe the Lost Meadow Mail. That should be pretty good for us. I mean, we could give it Crush resistance. And yeah, Crush, Resistance and Constitution. On the other hand, Blade Golan can still be enchanted, and it's pretty good. And we should try that first, probably. So let's see. What do we have from his prime attributes? We have Intellect here. We have Perception. We have Dexterity. We have Constitution. So he would be good with Resolve, right? So let's give him Resolve. And we should also go... Is there a weakness? There is Corrode is the weakness on Blade Golan. Yeah, we'll give him the Corrode proved. So, we have a better armor here now. What about Gerstine? She has Intellect, Law on that. We can still enchant it though. We can proof it. Against what should we proof it? Damage reduction of 5. Probably something like Pierce. Or Crush. Or Slash. I mean, let's go for Crush. I think we have most Crush. So let's go for Crush proved. And we have her with the Scales of the Raven. And that is already pretty good. So now our armors are improved much. So this was probably a good preparation for the next fight. So thank you for watching. Next time we'll go to Magran's Fork for the bounty quest to beat Sly Curdle. Happy gaming to you and see you in the next episode. This is Immanuel signing out.